Gaming Weekly is here to deliver battle. And get this, folks, an interesting matchup tonight. The winner of this matchup will be the #1 contender to face Chunk Dinky, the Tumble and Battle champion, AdrianTheVoice at GameSet, along with our news color commentator, Strict Chimera, also known as Dark Snow. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Adrian.
And Strict, let me ask you this. Who are you rooting for in the matchup between Sober Swan and Chunk Dinky for the best-of-3 series for the Tumble Championship?
I am going for Sober Swan. I think he could cut, even though he's lost so many.
Well, you are rooting for Sober Swine, but I respectfully disagree with you. And you said it. He did lose so many. Sober Swine, although he may be an incredible player, he lost to Chunk Dinky not once but twice before. In fact, Chunk Dinky is undefeated when it comes to facing Sober Swine. So what makes you believe that Sober is going to win?
I think he could come back for it. I've played against Sober myself. He's an amazing player. He's difficult to take down.
Right, and what were you telling me before the broadcast? He may very well be the underdog, so to speak.
Right. I think he could come back from the Victor Chunk, the pretty much god of all Minecraft minigames. I think he could come back.
Well, that's what he believes in, though. Sober Swine believes he's the greatest player, though. But again, in order for him to really prove that, he has to defeat Chunk for the Tumble Championship. Let's not forget, Chunk, he defeated Sober Swan again in that Battle Championship match. Hence, for this matchup, the winner of this matchup will indeed become the #1 contender. Strict Chimera taking down Dad. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is underway. This is a free-for-all matchup, as you see now.
I'm going to win.
From behind, that Strict Chimera joining us on commentary right there. You were about to attack that man, and now it's a three-way right now. Strict using that shovel in hand. Let me ask you this question, though, Strict. What is the strategy for you to try to win this matchup?
I'm just going to kill everyone as fast as I can before they can get even anything good.
Well, that's a good strategy.
Looks like I'm unsuccessful.
Well, you're still alive, though, and you may very well be the #1 contender to face Chunk, which is pretty interesting because you're actually rooting for Sober Swine. You believe that Chunk will not be beating Sober Swine, so it'd be pretty interesting to see you against Chunk. Nevertheless, the rules are simple. Every single person for themselves into this matchup. The winner will be facing Chunk Dinky, as mentioned. Well, folks, last night, what an interesting night, I would say. We were joined by Foz Tempo as our newest color commentator in GTA, but later on the party, it looks like some Xbox attorney by the name of Robert Chandler joined and stated that Tempo's Uncle Charles passed away, and because of that, he's $850,000 richer. If you ask me, that's pretty interesting, and we understand that this coming Friday, Destiny will be making its debut. I wonder what Tempo's going to be doing all that money. I mean, Destiny only costs about 30 bucks. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, as we're awaiting for the winner of this matchup, remember, the last man standing will be crowned the #1 contender, and I believe Strict got slain down by Rambo. But congratulations, you did a pretty good job tonight, but you won't be facing Chunk Dinky. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Tumble Championship, it's going to be Chunk Dinky versus Sober Swine, and it's going to be the second round. The first round, Chunk won. Well, let's talk about the Rebel Weekly. Of course, the Rebel Weekly, the controversy surrounding the Rebel Weekly. Let me ask you this, Strict. The Rebel Weekly, what do you think about them?
They're very small people, but what I think is they're going to hear about the Rebel Weekly on this channel, and people are going to subscribe to that channel because they don't like this channel.
Well, only the people that do not support the Gaming Weekly. Good point. As this matchup is underway, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
As you see, the person on the lower left left the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Rebel Weekly, though. Again, we got to talk about it because Rebel Tea Time's going to be here later on in the broadcast to explain something disturbing. I don't know what it is, but remember, last night we talked about how important it is for the Gaming Weekly to defeat the Rebel Weekly, to silence them. That's exactly what's going to be happening because on the last episode of Season 2, ladies and gentlemen, the season finale, it is going to be the Gaming Weekly versus the Rebel Weekly. Manager Minigame Killer 10 teamed up with Xbox Freak Pete and Scorch going against Rebel Tea Time and his Rebel Weekly members. Hello again, everybody. AdrianTheVoice alongside the Stricter News color commentator here tonight. If you're just joining us on this Sunday evening, thank you. And you see now, Rambo now starving to death in this matchup, meaning I believe there's only three. Yeah, it's Dude Perfect, Primo, and Dolphins Fan. It would be pretty interesting to see the winner of this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. Again, the winner of this matchup will be facing Chunk Dinky for the championship, for the Battle Championship. But Chunk has a lot on his plate because he's going to be going against Sober Swan as well. This matchup underway there, you see the bow and arrows being used by that Dolphins fan, and it looks like he's actually getting attacked right now. Notice how he really has all this armor. That's pretty good to have in this matchup. There you see the sword right now trying to take down Primo. Primo now is on the edge of the map. He is using the bow and arrows right now, but it looks like Dolphins fans going to back up for a quick second. In this matchup between the bow and arrows and the sword, Strict, you know more Minecraft than I do. Wait a minute! We just got our answer. I was going to ask you, which is better to use, bow and arrows or sword? Well, it looks like Dolphins fan actually used up the sword to defeat Primo. It has
True,
come down to
true.
this.
I was rooting for Primo.
Right, but it has come down to this. Dolphins fan, Dude Perfect, these two will have an opportunity to actually go out against the champion, Chunk Dinky, later on for the Battle Championship. Again, ladies and gentlemen, last Sunday we got a chance to see Chunk Dinky dominate that matchup. He won the Battle Champion, and tonight we're going to be crowning a #1 contender. But later on, we're going to be saying the second round. We're going to be seeing the second round of Chunk Dinky. And also, wait a minute. Congratulations! Congratulations to Dolphins fan 912. He is the #1 contender to face Chunk Dinky for the Battle Championship.
He left.
Well, he may have left, but he may have left, but he's the #1 contender. Well, he's the #1 contender to face Chunk Dinky. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from really a festive mood, so to speak, we're going to be transitioning to the disturbance, so to speak, because joining us right now is
ladies and gentlemen, I am Tea Time Palmer, and I'm here to give you guys a warning. I'm here to tell you guys that this is a major threat to the Gaming Weekly. We're coming to forge you. Be ready.